Good morning, children. Last class we have read about respiration. Respiration is the process of taking oxygen to break down the food which give out carbon dioxide, water and energy for our different function in our body. But respiration is not possible without the breathing. What is breathing? Breathing is the consecutive inhalation and exhalation. Okay. A consecutive inhalation and exhalation is called breathing. What is inhalation? Inhalation means taking of oxygen rich air and given out the carbon dioxide rich air is called exhalation. Okay, so in 1 minute the number of time you exhale and inhale consecutive in a 1 minute if you're doing a number of time exhalation and inhalation is called your breathing rate. Okay, you can count your number of breathing in a minute and you can know your breathing rate. So let's see how this breathing process to the respiration process is happening in the human being. It means in us. Okay, so here is the breathing in human being. I have drawn a diagram of nasal cavity to the lungs. Okay, so this is your lungs, two lungs over here. Okay, so nose is the primary opening of the outer gas to enter, and for exhalation also nose is the opening to given out. So we are taking the air through the nose, okay, through the nose, and this air contain maximum of oxygen rich along with some pollen and dust. That pollen and dust particle is going to be trapped in this nasal cavity, contain some hairs and mucus. Mucus is a sticky substance, okay, which is there in the nasal cavity, which help to trap all those pollens and the dust particles or foreign particles which is not required by our body and trapped over here, and it become exhaled by sneezing or some other process. Okay, then from here the air which you are taken, that oxygen rich air, become little warm by this nasal cavity. Okay, and then enter to the this part after this nasal cavity. This part is called your pharynx. Okay, it's a small tube which connect the nasal cavity into the another part. So for pharynx, again from pharynx to the again one more part is called throat, which is also called larynx, or it is your voice box. You can say this is simply your windpipe. Okay, you have two pipe. Okay, food pipe and windpipe. So that in the along the side of food pipe, this windpipe are there. Okay, so this windpipe has contain first the nose to the nasal cavity. This is the nasal cavity, then to the pharynx, and then this part, the voice box, is called your larynx. Then this segmented part from where the nasal cavity is going to be enter the lungs is called your trachea. Okay, it is the entrance of the air to the lungs. This is your trachea. This trachea is again divided into two parts. You can see it's divided into two parts. This two parts division is called bronchi. It's called bronchi, and the air from nasal cavity enter to the trachea, and then trachea to the bronchi, and then it's enter to the lungs. Okay, then what happened in the lungs? Let's see. In the lungs, this bronchi is again divided into further smaller tubes. You can see this black one, this further smaller tubes. These smaller tubes are called bronchioles. Okay, this is called bronchioles. Bronchi is again divided into smaller tubes called bronchioles, and means the air is reaching the bronchioles. Then what happened? You can see I have done a small circular structure over here. This is your tiny sac. Okay, the tiny sac. It is a bag like a structure, tiny sac you can say, and that is called alveoli. Okay, so what is alveoli? It is a tiny sac. So what is tiny sac is doing over here? The air which is entered through the nose to the nasal cavity, through the trachea, then from the bronchi to bronchioles, after they are going, this tiny sacs is going to be absorb those air. Okay, and they become expand. So they are the storage of the air which is taken by the nose. Then I have make it red in color because this alveoli or tiny sacs are surrounded by the network of blood vessel. Blood vessel is red in color, no? So this alveoli, all these alveoles are surrounded by number of network of blood vessel. So what happened then? This blood vessels are going to absorb the oxygen rich air from this alveoli and then through the heart pass to the each and every cell of our body. No, you already have read circulation, blood circulation. So from here the blood is going to the heart, from the heart to the each and every part of our cell, our body, and then each cell after the respiratory process they will going to release carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide rich blood will taken by vein, vein to the heart, heart to the lungs. Then again what happened? The lungs will going to, it's given out the oxygen rich blood, then will take carbon dioxide rich blood. Again is going to be expand, store that one for some time. Then through this bronchioles to bronchi, then trachea, then pharynx, larynx and pharynx one, then passes to the nose out. The way it is enter the oxygen rich air to the lungs, the same way it will going to be removed from our body. So this is how our breathing is done through the nasal cavity and lungs. Because without breathing the respiration cannot be happen, no. So this is how done. So nasal cavity, it is nose is the enter of the air, then after nose to the nasal cavity. Nasal cavity contains some mucus. What they contain? It contains some mucus and hair. What they are doing? They are trapped dust. So those dust are there, they're going to be trapped by these hairs and mucus. Okay. Then fresh, clean, warm air enter to the pharynx, the part between this nasal cavity and the larynx is a tube. So pharynx, then pharynx to the voice box called larynx. Then from there to this segmented part is called trachea. It is the main entrance of air from nasal cavity to the lungs. Then this trachea is again divided into two branch. The two branch is called bronchi. Then again this two bronchi is divided into many smaller tubes called bronchioles. Bronchioles are passage of air from bronchi to the small sac-like structure called alveoli, which is going to fill with the air, and from that alveoli the air is going to be absorbed by the blood vessel and then reach to the each and every part of our body. So I hope you understand how the air from the outer side enter our body through the lungs, then reaching to the each and every part of our body. So here is another part over here that is called diaphragm. So this lungs is inside the rib cage, no, our chest cavity. In the chest cavity there is a flat sheath. It is a flat sheet, you can say, flat sheet like structure, which is called diaphragm. Okay. And diaphragm function is what? It coordinate the inhalation and exhalation process by expanding and relaxing. Okay. So when you take air in, so this alveoli is going to fill with the air. So the chest cavity is going to be expand. No. Or this lungs is going to be expand. When it's expand, this diaphragm move downward. move downward. Okay, this is upper cover. No, this is going to be like this. When you breathe in, it is when you breathe in, and when you breathe out, it will be move upward. Upward when you breathe out. When you breathe out, it is moving upward. So, flexible expansion and relaxation of lungs is going to be coordinated by this diaphragm. Okay, it is present in the chest cavity base. Our chest cavity, and this is our chest cavity, and the base of sheet-like structure is there. It's called diaphragm, and it is going to be moved upward and downward when our lungs is going to be expand and relax. Okay, each time it is expand is going to be downward. The each time is relax is going to be upward. So it is coordinate its or balance the movement of the earth, your lungs. So this is the complete mechanism of breathing in human. I hope you clear about all this breathing in human. All this part, this all are biological term words. So you have to remember this biological name of our breathing system. Hope you understand. Thank you.